All right, welcome to episode 131 of Those Millennials podcast and YouTube show. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, extremely thankful host, K the Classic. I'm here with my dearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rell's here. Rell's wearing the star, so you know what he's talking about today. Rell, how you doing? How you feeling?
What's going on, baby? How you doing?
And he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Dustin's back. If you're not familiar with Dustin, obviously you should be familiar with Dustin. He's been on the podcast plenty of times. Host of Brews with the Homies, Buddings, beer connoisseur. What's going on, Dustin? How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Man, it's been busy.
I understand that wholeheartedly. Damn, where should I start with this episode? Well, first and foremost, we're in October. I feel like October's trying to get the hell out of here too. It's like we're recording this on a Thursday, as we always do. First and foremost, I always want to let me start by saying thank you to our humble listeners and viewing audience that watch us on YouTube. If you listen to us on Spotify, shout out to the Spotify listeners. You guys are really killing it. For those who are listening to us on Spotify, I don't want to disrespect you guys on Apple because you guys have been our rock. But shout out to y'all as well. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe while you guys are here. For those who are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. I am noticing with the YouTube algorithm, a lot of people, you guys are watching, but a lot of people aren't subscribed. So please just do us a favor. It costs you nothing. Just subscribe. It costs you nothing. It helps the pod go a long way. So yeah, man. All right, Rell. Go ahead and give it to us, man. First, before you get to Rell's picks, we obviously, first I'm going to say, before I get to the not list, we're talking about on this episode, we're going to be talking about a little Redeem Team, because we watched the Redeem Team doc. We're going to touch on that. Last episode, the Draymond news dropped, like the punch happened, but the consequences or lack thereof consequences happened. So we're going to talk about that as well. We might talk about a little Russell Westbrook gate with not being him being in the huddle, and of course we're gonna get bro. And then we're gonna get to some millennial thoughts. But first and foremost, Rell, I'm not gonna deny you. Your Cowboys are rolling. I want to give you the space and the platform for you to talk about. Again, you riding high. Me and Dustin, I don't know. I'm gonna speak for Dustin. I don't care about football anymore.
Hey, what is this? Hey, what is this game you're speaking of right now? Like, let's
football.
Oh, soccer. Oh,
yeah. So I'm gonna let you glow, get your shit off, talk about your Cowboys, man. Another big win for y'all. Go ahead.
To say, that I'd be surprised would be a lie.
Some bullshit.
Because it just, when you look at what we've built here, it's different, and this is when I say I've watched the Cowboys my entire life. And when I say they made me sick for many years, where it's like, I never wanted the defense to get on the field. It was usually, I want to see the offense get on the field because we had to score. Now, you probably not going to score. And this defense is built different. You got 11 from heaven in the football gods, Micah Parsons.
You must love Skip Bayless. Stole that straight from Skip Bayless' mouth. Keep
going. But it's true. It just as Cowboy fans, we've been through so much in the football gods. Not only they blessed us with Micah Parsons, we weren't even supposed to draft him. He fell to us.
Hey, you know what you also got blessed with? Cooper Rush.
No. Cooper got blessed with the ability to touch the same football that Micah touches. Also, we got Diggs Island. And here's, surprisingly, Kev, shout out to your former Colt, Malik Hooker. Now,
I know. Cowboys. Yeah.
Hey, hooking your ass in the D. Shout out to Malik Hooker. And when I say he's changing the game, hey, Cowboys got defense. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. You can record this and book this and put your money on it.
Bro, we've been doing a podcast for 5 years, and I swear to God, and I'm not exaggerating, you've been predicting that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl for the last, and then longer than since I've known you. So like this, you had this one of these years you were going to hit. Like it's just, again, it's still early.
But this time I mean it though.
Hey, you know what? So hey, Kev,
all those other 13 times you were just capping.
Hey, Kev, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what it is? What? Ever since Rell blocked the Cowboys on Instagram, that's when they knew they fucked up.
Ever since he did that little his little. First of all, I was impressed that he was able to screen record the way he did. That was the first impression. I was like, what?
when he did that, I was giving Rell some props. I was like, man, he's cutting the cancer away. And then he put it
like
the other video up when he followed him back.
By the zombie, you just cut off your arm.
Me and the Cowboys is just Yvette and Jody, you know.
I get you.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, Dustin, we're not gonna talk about our teams. We have nothing to say about our teams.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Hey, Tyler. Why you didn't pick up when I called you? Tyler. Shout out Tyler.
Shout out Tyler. Talk about his Rams. Anyway. All right, Rell, it's time. The people have been asking for it. First, please remind the audience what your current record is and give them.
It's probably 6-6. I don't really know the number.
Yeah,
right now,
I'm sure you don't know your. I'm sure you don't remember your.
I'm starting over. I'm starting over right now. You know, I'm starting over right now. Anyways, I like the Jets. Buy 2 points on these. At least when you buy at least 2 points on these, I'm taking dogs. All right, Jets +9. Jets are frisky. They're my mistress team. I like watching the Jets alone in the dark room. I don't tell anybody I watch the Jets, but but if I had to leave another team, it'll be to the Jets, and they're good. Jets frisky. Jets +9. Other New York team, we double dipping in New York because New York has a championship spirit along with the Yankees right now. We're hitting the Giants +8.
Not the Mets. Keep going.
Oh yeah. Fuck the Mets. That's New York's little brother. The Giants +8. They're playing Lamar Jackson. The Giants are hot. They're just at home. 8's a lot of points. They're not going to win, but they're going to cut. They're not going to lose by 8 points at home. Lastly, I got America's team. You know, just like Michael Irvin said when David sent Goliath in there, he wasn't trying to show what he could do. He was trying to show David that he could beat Goliath. And as David going into this game this weekend, we're going to show the world that we can upset the Goliath in the Eagles, and that they phonies, and that they frauds, and that Jalen Hurts is a fraud, and that the real NFC East team are the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys +8. It's a lock. Dallas Cowboys money line. It's a lock.
The real
Dallas
NFC
Cowboys
team was playing right now against the Cowboys. Against the Bears.
Who? The Washington Commanders?
The C words. All right, so you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Rose did his picks. He's got Jets. He, of course, who knew it? He was going to pick the Cowboys, and he's got Giants points.
Man, you
Rose picks.
Man, you picked the Giants. I like that.
I like
that.
+8.
They picked the point.
Hey, last week I picked them +10, and they won that damn game. I also hit a good. I had a pretty good parlay, like $20 to 800 type shit.
Ooh, okay.
Making big money.
Big money.
But he's still 6-6. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys choose. Where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to redeem team, or do you guys want to talk about Dre?
Well, if we're talking
not list.
Oh, thank you. I always forget about the not list. Thank you, Rell, for reminding me. So those who are new here, and we do have new listeners. Shout out to the new listeners. I know a couple of you guys. Shout out to new listeners. My not list is composed of a list of stuff that we are not talking about on today's program that I've composed throughout the week. So, what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got one. We ain't mentioning nobody with the West last name at all. No Yeezy, none of that.
I didn't say that. See, he brought that up. I was going to leave that alone because you guys know where I stand on that. I'm not bringing up that guy ever. You know, if it's up to me, we're never talking about that guy.
To be honest, I'm ready to ties.
Yeah, I'm done. Anyway, not list number one. We are not talking about Boozy, little Boozy saying that R. Kelly would beat Michael Jackson and James Brown. He combined them both in the verses. While we're not talking about this, what's wrong with Boozy? Rell, what's wrong with Boozy? You agree with him?
About what?
He said R. Kelly would beat Michael Jackson and James Brown in the verses combined.
No, he's insane. I mean, Boosie's right on a lot of shit. Like he was right on what he said about social media. That we can agree on. That we agree.
That's a long topic. We don't have time. That's a ooh.
I'm just telling you that we can agree on, but
I don't.
What?
I don't agree with what he said about social media, but that'll take too long for us to dissect and go over.
Give me a little bit. I mean, I'm curious.
No, we talk about where he said social media is fucked up marriages.
Yeah,
I just
or just relationships in general. As somebody in a successful one, I'm curious.
I disagree. I just think
how nigga, I can't find Charlie stay in a relationship for 6 months.
It be look again. What works for me works for me. I don't want to come on here and talk about what's worked for me. But if you guys want to have that conversation, please let us know in the comment section because I'll be down to have it. I just feel like I would want to have that space, not only with just I like to have women on that for that. Like that's just a wide ranging topic that can go in so many different directions because I just think that's lazy thinking. If you that's lazy thinking. In my opinion.
Oh God! All right, to change the topic, you're not gonna talk about it. Then that's that lazy thinking.
We're not talking about that.
You ain't had to slide nobody DMs in over 15 years.
It's definitely not been that long. DMs have. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get to that. All right, so we're not talking about.
All right, you gotta update the app with these. You gotta update. Make sure. Check reels and shit. You gotta check followers, check links and bios. It's different out here.
Why can't you just go meet women? Like just actually go to places.
Where do you meet them at? They're not at the grocery store, Kevin.
You live in Las fucking Vegas. There's women everywhere.
Not trying to meet Charlies who popping their ass on me when I'm meeting them.
All right.
I want to know a personality, get this,
You live in Las Vegas, Nevada. There is no excuse for you to
You go on 2 dates out here, somebody trying to move in.
That's not what you said. You said meet women. There's plenty of places to meet women. You didn't say
you ain't bad. You ain't slid nobody DMs over 10 years. You don't know what it's like. It's different out here.
I never had to slid because girls used to come in my DMs. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
All right, anyway. All right, so anyway, we're not talking about Devontae Adams running to the cameraman and how people are lying.
Man, that shit was an accident, bro. He did not mean to do that shit. That shit was a complete accident. That cameraman got in his fucking way.
Hey, that's on the NFL, bro. Didn't clear the tunnel.
And I like how some people are lying, saying that they wouldn't press charges. It's like free money. Stop it. It's literally when you're washing your clothes and you find like $1,000 in your pocket.
That's bullshit. because Micah could do it to me and I'm not doing shit.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
if I'm in the way, I'm in the way. Micah trying to win the game.
But Devontae was mad. They just lost.
Hey, you got to realize that cameraman wasn't the first person he pushed down.
Yeah. And I don't
also pushed down Hunter Renfrow on that route.
Has it came out that he had actual injury? I know the guy that I don't know. I'm just asking. Does he have actual?
Nah. He released a statement today through his lawyer.
No, smart man. Anyway, this was just dropped recently. Right now, Harrison Ford is taking the place of William Hurt to take the role of Thunderbolt Ross in the new Thunderbolts movie. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Shout out to Harrison Ford. We all love Harrison Ford.
I'm tired of fucking Harrison Ford.
How you tired of Harrison Ford? He ain't been outside like that no more. When's the last time you seen Indiana Jones?
I mean,
they're coming out with Indy 5 here pretty soon. So I mean, we're gonna see him like quite a bit now.
They still making these damn Indiana Jones movies.
Don't do it,
man. Next thing you know, Chevy Chase will get an idea.
I mean, if we're getting another fucking Beverly Hills Cop. Anyway,
hey, that's cool.
Anyway,
that's cool with me because Eddie doing it. And it's on Netflix. Please, rated R. Rated R like you did the Dolomite movie.
Anyway, we are not talking about Megan Thee Stallion, who's going to appear in Stranger Things Season 5. I don't approve of this. Whatever.
If she twerks, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Whatevs. We'll see how that one goes. And to end it off, we're gonna my last not list thing. We are not talking about how Nike is cracking down on resellers hard with with new
Police
penalties for
with new drug and reinforcements.
with new penalties. So yeah, I would just say for all those people that have been scamming Nike, sending stuff back, just be on your toes and have multiple accounts like you guys always been doing. Have multiple addresses because they're taking your account and they will say no to you from now on. All right, that was my not list. That was probably the longest not list we've ever done. All right, so again, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna pose the question again. Do you guys want to talk about Dre or do you guys want to talk about the Redeem Team? Okay.
The Kobe Avengers.
So last Friday, it finally came out, ladies and gentlemen. The Redeem Team doc, executive produced by Dwayne Wade, Maverick Carter, LeBron James. Obviously, if you're not familiar, Redeem Team was the 2008 Olympic team that went over and won in Tokyo. I forgot. I always forget where.
I thought it was Shanghai.
Huh?
I thought it was Shanghai.
It's Tokyo. Obviously, it's people have been it's the team that Kobe most famously hit. Probably had. I know Kobe's had awesome finals moments, but I think Olympic Kobe moment is in his top 3 moments, right? The clutch shots he hit at the end. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm wrong, it's not in his top 5, his top 3. Beijing. Thank you, Space. I feel like I felt like I should have known it was Beijing. But yeah, man. Takeaways from the doc. It's like an hour and 40.
Easy doc to watch.
I would say standouts off the top of my head from the doc. Coach K was awesome during the documentary. It was a lot of Carlos Boozer. If you want to be real, it was a lot of Carlos Boozer in the documentary. Rell, wasn't a lot of Carlos Boozer in the doc?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of Carlos Boozer in the doc.
Where was Darren Williams?
I mean, so if you want, let's go down that road. There was a lot of people that were missing in that documentary, if you ask me. So like Carlos Boozer would be one. I mean, I'm sorry, Darren Williams would be one.
Michael Redd.
I don't want to hear from Michael Redd.
He actually has a podcast now.
Shout out to Michael Redd. I'm trying to think. There was somebody else.
Tyson Chandler?
No, he wasn't on the team.
I don't want to hear from Tyson Chandler. Where was Kevin Durant?
He wasn't on that team.
He wasn't on that team.
Oh, he wasn't on he was on the team after.
But he also that game,
right.
He also at an 18-year-old Kevin Durant killed them in that game that LeBron and Kobe. He played against LeBron and Kobe. 18-year-old.
That's what I'm thinking about. Kevin Durant Kevin Durant was on the team that they practiced against. Though, right?
Yeah.
That's what
he was 18. He killed him. Oh, so it's like where would let me jump in real quick. But I think one of the things that really proved that I took away from first thing I wrote down was that this proved to me that I think Coach K could have coached in the NBA. I really think
who doesn't
Coach
think
K,
that?
Like everybody always has wondered, because only time he left, he only told him to take the Lakers job, of course, and then he decided to go back to Duke. And then
humble brag, of course.
And then he would go back to Duke overall. So there's always been this conundrum of could he actually have coached? I mean, because for the longest, Coach K stayed away from the one and done. He was all about the quote unquote 4-year player build, and all those other things. And then, I mean, I don't know. We just wasn't sure if his system was going to adapt at that time still, because this, mind you, he hadn't done this before, other than the cup of coffee he had with the Lakers. So, I mean, I really feel like he could have coached in the NBA and adapted well. Yeah. And also, just another thing I took away is Carmelo Anthony. Like, this is the reason why your career never went to the next level, because you didn't want to wake up at 4:30 a.m. When you say shit like, that's too fucking early for me, that was the gap. That was the gap, Carmelo. That was that gap. Right there.
That's what you took away from it?
That's the first thing I took away. I said, Carmelo, that's the fucking gap right there. That was that gap that you could have closed to be in LeBron's conversation, that you could have closed if you had just got up and got your ass at 4:30. Because I've seen you at Dre's a couple times, myself, so I know you how you got to get down to Vegas. So But Carmelo, that was that gap. You tell me, hey, that's too fucking early for me. That was the gap, brother, right there. That's the reason why you can never close the gap on LeBron. And lastly, just I cried when Doug Collins,
yes,
when Doug Collins talked about Kobe Bryant at the end. When I say I had to stop it, I couldn't get through it. It fucked me up. I didn't know that was coming.
I thought you was gonna talk about something else. I forgot. So sorry to cut you off, bro, but I forgot how Doug Collins' team lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of like glossed over, but like the doc does a really good job of depicting it because like when I forget what year it was. Bro, what you remember? What year it was?
2008.
Space. You can if you can look.
Hold on, you talking about the one Doug Collins lost?
Yeah, yeah. If Space can look it up real quick. But I don't think I'm pretty sure I wasn't. If I was alive, I don't remember it in like that. But like, and then when you hear OGs like Chuck and some of the other people like kind of like talk about it, they never like say what happened. 72. They talk. They kind of just talk about it happening and not how it happened. But the doc goes into how it happened, and it fucked me up too. Like I was like, yo, like
you know what? In hindsight, in the aspect of that being one of the defining moments of your career, and to let you know that hey, this means something. Like to see Doug Collins and to know it means something to him to have his son a part of his staff, and that ultimately in grand scheme of basketball, that could have been his moment.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Dustin.
No, you pretty much hit it on there. I like biggest things I took away from this is it's the Kobe's Avengers. That's all I can say. Like, bro, like literally Kobe, like you get the in-depth look at how Kobe really was and how he shifted the focus of some of these guys. And like I feel like after you get a little bit of an in-depth look of how Kobe was that motherfucker from even in the summer, even in his off time, everything, it just proves to you how much of a great player he really is.
Yeah, they talked about a lot how LeBron and Kobe, like there was no super duper ego because obviously everybody knew that those were the two main guys on the team. Like those were the alphas, those were the best players on the team. Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, Chris Paul, everybody, fell in line for the most part with those two. With those two. I always forget Colangelo, man, doesn't get enough credit for what he did to the program, man. Because I mean, making all these stars commit 3 years out of their summers in order to go do Team USA. Obviously, it paid dividends because they talked about it before before the 08 team. They just felt like they could just show up, and motherfuckers thought they was going to just win. Like they talked about it like. Melo was like, "Come on, man, we got Marbury, we got Iverson, we got Tim Duncan. Like, we're not gonna lose to Carlos Arroyo, like right? Like that's how their mindset thought."
But you know what? This is before they realized that you know what? But I would say this. I don't really fault them though because the game was behind us for a long time. Like even during like the Dream Team, but that was the first time where you caught with that Ginobili, the Arroyo, the bucket that fucking Rudy Fernandez was.
God,
I mean,
that
one-legged step off the ball.
Blazers legend Rudy Fernandez.
I mean, nobody knew that spacing was coming. And as the European game was, the Spurs were kind of playing it, so Tim Duncan should have known. Nobody knew that the pacing and the spacing, where they expose you in the spacing and they take advantage of the space, nobody knew that shit was coming. So I can't blame them for going over there. You play their game, it's like their rules. Like I said, Rudy Fernandez is fucking 96 Jordan when it comes to this Spain shit in these Olympic games, bro. Anytime, any place, bro. 96 Jordan. He's walking in. He's asking who the other four because I'm going for 50 either way.
I'm not gonna lie, in 2K, I am mad that when I occasionally play with the all-time Blazers, I'm mad Rudy Fernandez is not on the all-time Blazers team, but I also understand.
How is he not?
I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to
Fernandez
me.
was a
I don't know.
bucketto.
I
I'm
don't
talking about.
They got Bonzi Wells in there though. Bonzi.
How you have Bonzi,
Bet you
but
they
not
got his headband too.
They do definitely got his headband in there. Yeah. Any other takeaways, man? Like I said, I think Coach K was a standout, man. I think a lot of his speech, he pushed the right buttons. Um,
I
ball
like when he
head.
did the Marvin Gaye thing. That was
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. Ball head Dwayne Wade. Like, we didn't talk about ball head Dwayne Wade when he came in there. Dwayne Wade doesn't get enough credit too for what he did to save 08 too, man.
I would say this like
He
that
was
Dwayne made me.
off
It made
the
me
off the
miss.
bench, Dwayne.
It made me miss.
Yeah,
Like you forget with
leading the
Dwayne
score off the bench.
when
Yeah,
Dwayne was that guy. You know because of the year with the
Dwayne.
Cavs. You know you forget
He
what he was
literally
doing at that
came
time.
in and fucked shit up. Like,
yeah, he did.
imagine when Kobe sits down, you got fucking prime Dwayne Wade. He's playing like a hawk because he knows his time is limited because Kobe's coming in, so he's literally trying to get steals. He's trying to play his best defense and run out and do steals and get dunks.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? One last thing.
Yeah.
If anybody ever again puts any cop to Donovan Mitchell and Dwayne Wade, like I went back and watched some old Dwayne Wade highlights after that.
No.
Like
No.
the way he played the fucking passing lane in his prime was stupid. And Donovan Mitchell won't even be a third of the defender Dwayne Wade was. Because even though he just plays the passing lane, he would still get a lot of steals.
I'm with Bill Simmons on this, and I think Rell knows where I'm going to go with this. There was one year where I think Dwayne Wade was a little better than Kobe, and then Kobe was Kobe again. I'm just saying.
I remember.
Yeah. I think.
I remember,
and it's forgotten, but like Dwayne Wade was obviously, I know how I feel about Wade. Dwayne Wade was that fucking good, and I know y'all see him on TV.
He was.
Y'all see him with his wife and his kid, but man, boy, oh boy,
man, I like it was refreshing to watch Dwayne Wade in that in the doc. Let me tell you, that's kind of the whole reason why, like, when Shaq left Miami, why I kind of stuck and was sticking to my guns with Wade, because Wade was that dude, man. And like it now, like now you're seeing a refreshing of everything. Does that change up your order of like the greatest shooting guards of all time?
He's always been 3 to me. He's always been 3. He's cemented at 3, and I don't think Devin Book, no.
No, I mean, like, I just have to remind myself. Sometimes you forget with everything, and like hindsight, like I watched that and I just went back and I watched
the
like,
3 shooting guards of all time
MVP
are pretty in cement. That they're kind of cemented for who they
and
are,
like,
and that's kind of it.
When he did the Verjao, like we got to fight every time. Like it's a fight every time. I see you.
Every time
but I do got to say something though that kind of stood out though, and like this is my last point.
Yeah,
Kobe saying, "I'm gonna go square at that motherfucker's chest."
Yeah,
and he flatted Pal.
Setting the tone.
I don't care what motherfucker you ever do. I don't want to hear that excuse. Oh, he's my teammate. I don't want to lose. Nah, fucking set the tone.
But also, I want to make a point or two that was calculated. It wasn't just for USA. It was for Powell too, because we had just lost the final. He had just got his ass kicked by Garnett that year before.
No,
and like they were calling him Gasol. Like I remember during that time, like that was the whole year, the whole quote unquote Gasol shit.
That's another reason why you got the Lakers won that title the next year too.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
And to be honest, I'm tired of this narrative. Oh, I can't because he's my teammate. Nah, bro. Like
not when he's on the other side.
Not when he's on the other side. I want that competition back.
I guarantee you now ain't nobody taking their ass anywhere over there and playing around. Like everybody know, especially Embiid gonna be in America. That's cool. Embiid, we like you. It's over. Yeah. Embiid gonna be in America.
Come on, Joel. Come on, Joel.
Yeah,
open arms. Open arms.
That's cool. But we'll drink to that.
It's over. Y'all gonna give us Joel Embiid? Oh man, y'all getting y'all ass whooped. Anyway,
you can pair up Luka and Giannis.
I don't care. Yeah, it don't matter no more. Put Joel in 4 shooters and we straight. Anyway,
we straight.
Healthy Joel. All right. So speaking of current players, last week, obviously, the video, the TMZ video of Draymond dropped, we kind of talked about it, if I remember correctly. No penalties. We're kind of just waiting to see what was going to happen, and obviously now we know what as far as penalties goes. Draymond is going to be fined. I think the maximum they can fine him is only $50,000 though. He's not going to be suspended. Obviously, he's actually today's. So we're recording this on a Thursday. He's gonna. The Warriors play tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they got one more game. Yeah,
the Warriors play tomorrow. I'm sorry, I don't know who they play, but I know he's most likely he's gonna play in that preseason game.
the Wolves.
And then Tuesday is ring night, and according to Adrian Wojnarowski, it was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski that the fact that ring night was as close as it is was a big part of them not suspending him. And of course, how Jordan Poole feels. Obviously, everybody Jordan still hasn't spoken yet, and I imagine Jordan won't speak until his contract situation is done. Because I'm sure he's asking. He's like, "Oh, shut up," but throw a couple more million in there, because I don't want to hear none of y'all shit. So just for that punch, y'all gonna have to pay up if y'all didn't trade. If y'all not trading.
Who do you think is more valuable to sign, him or Wiggins?
Who, Dre or Wig? You talking about Dre or Wig?
Poole or Wiggins?
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna speak up. I think it's Wiggins, especially if you lose Draymond.
Because Wiggins was pretty valuable at the end of the playoffs last year.
Well,
and I've been on the fence about this for a while.
And
like everybody's quick to say Poole, but I'm like, we need to take care of Wig.
To be honest with you,
from everybody saying they're gonna take care of both of them.
Yeah, to be honest, when they announced,
that's a good question. Nobody asked that question. I'm sorry, Dustin.
Yeah, when they announced this, there's gonna be no suspension, and ring night was playing a big part in it. I feel like that's the smoke signal. Draymond, your time's limited. I honest to God think that if it comes down to it,
he said it in the presser.
Yeah, I think his time in Golden State's running out, and like I think he's either gonna go to Rell's Lakers, or he's gonna go back and play for the Pistons.
Hold on. What did he say in the press? Because I didn't catch all of
it. Somebody asked him. I think it was. Funny enough, Rell, I think it was Nate. He was asked during the presser, "Hey, what are your plans for this team?" And then Dre basically said, this year is to win a title, and then basically we'll go from there and see what happens. It's not been talked about enough. Why wouldn't Dre, who say if the Warriors win another title, right? If they win back-to-back titles, and
it's happening.
I agree. I don't think it's happening either. But say that they do. I'm saying in a world that they do. Why wouldn't? I mean, does Dre have too much pride to just sign a contract that below value? I mean,
if they do, he will.
Why don't you got 5? Why don't you just stay?
If they do, he will. He's a realist.
But you gotta also remember though.
Stay for the low.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember though. He's due for one more big contract.
Yeah, he's also 32. He's declining. He's not the same. I mean, but
Yeah, but he also got that big TV contract
because
too.
If he were just to hit the market, I think somebody will give him a contract for name. Like the Pistons will give him a contract for name value alone. That we will for like a bad $40 million. So who's to say he's not lined up for another deal?
But this is the thing though. Like this is not talked about enough too. Dre is like one of those unique players that he only works in Golden State's ecosystem. Like he thrives in that ecosystem because he's not a shooter, he's not a finisher. He's one of the engines that makes Steph go. Like obviously they do the Draymond on top of the key and Steph runs around.
We've never seen him anywhere else though.
We haven't. I agree with that.
Because if you put him with 2 shooters and LeBron and AD, that's a good team.
It's a good defensive team.
You put him with the Nuggets, that's a great team.
That's a great team. He'll play center and take Jokic off the ball. He'll be able to guard the Joel Embiid.
I'm telling you, you said 2 shooters. I got 2 shooters. I got Jamal and MPJ.
You guys are raising Draymond.
Well, MPJs.
Hey, but what I'm trying to say is I do think though, I agree with Kev. I think Draymond is a better fit in the Golden State system. So I feel like if he goes anywhere, he has to go where they're playing.
Yeah, like a couple years ago, we heard rumblings of him playing with Dame. Like Dame, kind of, sort of, like was hinted toward he wanted him to play with him.
Dame's like, no, the fuck not. Dame's like, no, the fuck not. We not fair
there was rumors of that. Obviously, everybody just wants to quickly put him on the Lakers because his connection with LeBron and he's a clutch client. But
he is.
Oh, yeah. Rell, you didn't know he's a clutch client? Shut up.
Yeah, that's Clutch's number one bad boy right there. Come on now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised Rell didn't say he's with us. Anyway, but
so what do you think about the punch?
Did we talk about the punch?
Bro. No, he knocked him out.
We never talked about the punch. Did we think about the punch? Like in hindsight?
It's unfortunate. I mean, I don't. But see, I only feel embarrassment for Jordan. Like if Jordan's cool with it, then I'm cool with it. But I mean, obviously, it goes without saying what Jordan did. I mean, what Draymond did was reckless as fuck, violent as fuck, out of pocket for fuck.
See,
like,
I think it's weird that Steve Kerr tried to compare it to when Michael Jordan punched him in the face.
Yeah, because Jordan was Jordan. Draymond's. They're both two leaders of the team.
A rebound grabber, and a good screen setter.
He's also one of the best defensive players like of this era, Rell. Like you're shortchanging him by a lot right now. Stop it. And I think the Warriors, like, I also think the Warriors know, no matter what, and no matter what, they can't trade him this season because if they lose Draymond, I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what they get back. They are not a title contender without him. I don't think
you don't think so. This is I asked this question to Gabby. I said, let's just listen. I'm gonna ask y'all because this is a very interesting question.
Okay.
If you say Draymond Green is off the team,
yep,
and let's say they just give some role players back,
yep,
wouldn't you, if you're Golden State, start Stephen Curry, Poole,
Kuminga,
Clay, Wiggins, and whoever, or Kuminga,
Looney?
Yeah,
I think, and I'm serious, and
or Iggy.
And I think you're adding cap on the cap because they don't need good screens like that, bro. Because they got.
See, that's the thing. That's you're
like
so
he was unplayable.
You're so lessening what Draymond does.
No. He was unplayable. He was unplayable at parts of last year, and you know it. Was he not?
He was unplayable because he was in his own goddamn head. And then Curry said,
and you have guys like
Curry said, put it on Boston. And as soon as that happened, Draymond came back to Draymond.
I'm just saying for the future.
No, for the future, sure.
I'm just saying even for this year. If
you lose
Kuminga's more athletic, Wiggins, like you, those minutes can go elsewhere and they'll be okay.
I will not agree with this.
Kuminga doesn't do the little things like Draymond does. See, here's the thing: Draymond doesn't have to touch the ball. You put the ball in Kuminga's hands, he's gonna try to do something with it.
It's not even
Draymond knows. Hey, Curry. Oh, Clay. Oh,
that's
big
the thing.
Guy.
He's so fucking smart that it goes unnoticed. He's like we're just talking. I talk about his defense and obviously him being able to guard the Embiids, the Jokic's, name your other bigs, without them having to have a Kevon Looney out there, or being able to have him and Kevon Looney and still have a functional offense because that's two non-shooters on the fucking court. It goes unfucking noticed. I do think because Zach talked about this on his pod that during some offensive Warrior sets that Kevon Looney does like a diet Draymond impression and it looks all right, but it's still not fucking Draymond Green. It's not. So that's my thing. I just don't think while the Warriors would still be good, I still think that obviously they're still title favorites right now. With Draymond and just insert random role player like Dustin said, I don't think they're a title team anymore. And I think the Warriors know that.
I think we're overemphasizing the fact that he plays good defense. He's a great defender. But other than the screen,
he's a generational defender.
Okay, other than the screens. And I mean, when he gets the ball and he's pointing out everybody, I really feel like a lot of people can do that because Steph and Clay draw so much attention on screens.
The chemistry is
Yeah,
Well,
like
at this point, Steph and Clay.
You watch thinking basketball with Ben Taylor. I think you need to watch some of Draymond shit's offensive.
I do, and I acknowledge what he does.
It's different.
He throws at least 8 to 6 points open the game.
It's different. There's a reason
but is
why,
it worth it? But is it worth it?
But the thing is, though,
for another championship.
But
if Jordan's cool with it too, obviously.
Hey, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, and this is going to be a shitty comparison. You're probably going to roast me for it.
Oh, here it comes.
But you know how Rodman was important to Scotty and Michael? That Dennis Rodman role where he was just they
needed him in the last. They needed him in the last 3P.
Yeah. Let me tell you, he's a shit stirrer. He's the guy that gets under your skin. Same thing like fucking Draymond does. But here's the thing though, Draymond can at least get the offense going without scoring.
The only difference in that is while Rodman was
getting 30 rebounds a game,
a role player and getting 30 rebounds, he wasn't the leader of the team. The difference is Dre was the leader of the team, and obviously he broke the trust of being the leader of the team. So like I said, I mean, we don't have to stay on this for too long.
We know who the real leader is Steph. Dre is that award that you give to the player that is good for participating. We know the real leader is Steph. We don't give the leader of the team can't be the dude who just sets screens and yells.
I can't believe that's what you think of Draymond Green is. Shout out to Chris Haynes for multiple reasons. Obviously, he's no longer with. I posted on my Instagram. He's no longer with Yahoo. He's going to move to Bleacher Report and Turner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Haynes. But he had this report that I believe the owner. What's the owner of the Warriors' name? I forgot his name.
Is it Bob Myers?
Bob Myers said about Steph, this would be Steph's like opportunity to show his leadership of the team because it's him.
Bob Myers, the GM. Joe Lakers the owner.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it was Bob Myers though, so it was the GM.
Oh, okay.
That this is his chance to show his leadership chops. Keep this team together. Control. I don't want to say the word control. If you guys can get Draymond back in the fold and then see what you guys can do from there, because obviously this team is still a championship team. Do you guys have any other thoughts about this? I know a lot of people.
He'll be in Sacramento next year for the bag.
I
he really like Mike Brown. Mike Brown was on the Warriors staff. Mike Brown got them guys over there. You know, Sacramento wants to be competitive. He'll go over there and be over. You know,
he also
quote unquote change the culture of Sacramento.
My only thing is Draymond's not hurting for money. He obviously he's made hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm not counting nobody's pockets, but he's made millions of dollars in the league.
And he's got a fat ass TV contract
he's got a Turner TV. He's got a Turner contract waiting on him, and he obviously has arguably the most listened to basketball podcasts on stream.
Out of all the basketball podcasts,
he's killing all the basketball podcasts.
So
and obviously, and we talked about this. Whenever he decides to drop his next one, everybody's listening. Like, people are waiting on this next one because he's gonna go into length about what happened. So
I would say that's a good pod. That was a good crazy podcast today. Just listening to all the reaction. Like I was finding shit that I didn't even know I want to listen to. You know, like I'm like, oh shit, who's talking about this? And I was like, I was just hearing different Warriors insiders and shit, like just different Warriors, like Locked On Warriors podcast, and be like, and they're just trying to spin it. So I love listening to just a different spin session that people.
I listened to Hoops Adjacent today with David Aldridge and Marcus Thompson, and they were talking about it, and they did a really good job of talking about it too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Are we surprised though that Draymond Green ended up punching a teammate? Like, let's be real. He was the guy that told Kevin Durant, "You ain't the motherfucker that was here. You're just somebody that joined us. Like, fuck you, like type shit."
Do you ever think this is over contract dispute?
To be on everything, I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them.
I think it's,
and I also do think it comes down to it comes back down to the Redeem team. Like when they mention about 04, you got Draymond, who's an older player, who's been there, who done that, and then you got a young kid that's coming in there.
Everybody else has been taken care of. And
Yeah.
he's
But you know
where's,
what?
Where's my bag?
But I hate when
Yeah.
people bring up like when Bill Simmons talks about it, he's always says Pat Riley talks about the self of me or like the disease of me or like like the disease of me when you start winning. Like here's the thing though. Players gotta get paid. This ain't no Mandingo show no more.
No,
100%.
So we
most definitely.
So like team
Because if they don't,
deals,
who gets the money? The owner.
Yeah, or the owner. So that whole like, let me take a little something. Like, yeah, that's cool. Maybe when you're in a dynasty like the Warriors, if he would take a 1 for 5, I'd have no issue with it if they would repeat and he would do a 1 for 5 and just do repeat after that, and just to be a part of something special. But like this whole disease of me, like, nah, bro. Like the cap is low, and the minute everybody gonna be making about $80 million a year,
It's gonna be
cool,
stupid.
I'm cool for it.
I can't wait till people start
the outrage.
That was when give me
podcasts.
give me the mid player that's going to be overpaid. Let's give me a name. Give me the most.
Chandler Parsons.
He's not playing anymore. So give me a current mid player that's going to make. DeAndre Hunter. That's a good one. Who's supposed to be Taylor Horton-Tucker? That's what he said. Taylor Horton-Tucker.
Don't you dare bring that.
DeAndre.
I'm gonna actually bring up a better player, but DeAndre Hunter, like Rell said, is gonna be making. Rell, he's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, right? He's gonna be making
Michael Porter Jr.
$40 million a year, and people are gonna be losing their shit.
I love it.
He's gonna be making $40 million a year. People are gonna be losing their shit, man.
You know what I realized too?
Like when Ja's contract is, I know he just got paid. Shout out to Ja. Ja, he just signed his rookie extension. When Ja gets his other extension in the TV contract, Ja's gonna be making like 80 a year, bro. It's gonna be stupid. People are gonna be so. I mean, I get white Americans be mad, but a lot of people are gonna be mad, and I'm just be like, well, who do you want the money to go to?
No, you're right, but I do have to say though, I do think that Draymond's like, hey, this is what my 4th ring.
Yeah.
If he gets another one, he's gonna take the 1 for 5. You know, he's gonna take the 1 for 5.
Like Jokic, your boy Jokic is making $60 million this year. He's making 60 this year.
2-time MVP. He deserves it.
Hey, I'm about to say worth every penny. Worth every fucking penny. Every penny.
Michael Porter's back.
Hey, to be honest with you,
I would say that's the one y'all should get his money back from.
Hey, to be honest, when all the starters went out, I said, hey man, y'all motherfuckers got to give him your paycheck. Like that motherfucker was doing everything.
Worth every fucking penny.
To be honest, he's underpaid.
So we've gone along already.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Are we gonna do like? Are we gonna do a quick preview of NBA? Can we give a quick
sure, awards, please. So our next episode, the NBA season will start. So yeah, give a couple previews of what you got going on.
Go ahead. I want to hear what y'all. No, I'm saying, give it what y'all got.
I got Bucks, man. Until told otherwise, I got Bucks winning it all, man.
See ya.
I got Bucks.
I
got healthy Bucks. I don't know who in the West. I don't know. Can I see 10 games of Clippers?
Just stick your hand in the bag and grab a snake.
Can I see 10 Clipper games?
This is just for fodder. Stick your hand in the bag and grab a snake.
I already know how good his team is going to be, and I already said it. For those who was listening and watching, Dustin's a Nuggets fan. He's a
diehard.
He bleeds baby blue.
Hey, I'm telling you, Jokic's 3-time MVP this year.
Stop it.
He should have been in Bees last year.
Hey, should have been it the year before too, but we're still having the same conversation, right?
He gets so bad. He hates Joel
Embiid.
He gets so bad.
First loser 2 years in a row.
He's getting red. Leave him alone. Anyway,
first loser 2 years in a row. It takes some real skill.
I want to see 10 to 15 Clipper games before I make the decision. I already know in my mind, I already know the Nuggets are going to be awesome. Like they were awesome, and Jokic was playing with Jeff Green and Bones Highland and a bunch of bums.
Now he got my ex Casey, my ex shooter.
Hey,
he's
man,
playing with a bunch of bums, Jeff Green, and like, what are we doing here? As long as Joker's in there, man, they're going to be a top 5 offense. I don't know about the defense, man, but there will be a top 5 offense.
Hey,
how the fuck does DeAndre get another job? Does he have pictures on somebody?
Don't get me started.
No. They said
How does DeAndre have a job before Dwight? Anyway, but yeah,
they blackballed Dwight.
Nah, Kurt Rambis said it best. You ain't Dwight Howard.
Oh yeah.
And Kurt Rambis said
so
he
you
got
got
Dwight
Clippers
Howard
Bucks.
downstairs.
All right, Dustin.
I did not say Clippers Bucks. I said
Clippers
let me
Bucks.
see. Let me see.
Yeah.
10 to 15
Okay,
Clipper games.
Space guy put that down. Kevin Clippers Bucks. All right,
I
Dustin.
did not say that.
Who you got?
To be honest with you, out of the East, and this is gonna shock a lot of people.
The 76ers.
Nah, fuck the Sixers. I think it's gonna be Brooklyn.
He's so bad.
Nah.
Why do you want to beat so much? Leave him alone.
Nah, so to be honest, I do it just to piss off the Philly fans.
Nah, man.
No. I just
Sixers fans got something going on.
You got hold on. You got the Nets rallying to get this shit together.
Yeah, and the reason why I think they get their shit together is I think KD finally pulled Kyrie off to the side and said, "Hey man, it's time to lock in, bro. Like, this is the last. This is it." And I feel like Kyrie is in this weird situation to where he has to make this situation work, or he's gonna be forever labeled as. And
the Nets are gonna be okay as long as Ben Simmons doesn't take 10-footers on little Fisher Price courts and shoot like this.
Hey man, like Ben Simmons said today, that's
my bad. I did it with the wrong hand, left hand.
I honest to God think it's gonna be the Nets, and something's telling me that Golden State gets their shit right, and they're back there again.
All right, so where were you at? You doing all this declaring and stuff. I didn't pick the Clippers, but where you at? Where you at with the finals? Where you at with the finals?
Finals is Golden State Nets.
Okay, Rell.
You said Golden State Nets?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will turn.
I picked the Sixers from the East.
I will turn this camera off if you do it. Don't fucking do it.
I'm not. All right. I'm picking with my heart.
Don't do it.
Even though that the Lakers are going to be feisty this year, we better look out for the Lakers. I have the Lakers losing in the Western Conference Finals to the Nuggets. And I got the Nuggets making the finals.
The chicken nuggets.
But I got Embiid winning the MVP, the rightful MVP of the
rightful MVP. The narrative is on his side.
Yeah, rightful MVP because he was robbed last year.
Oh, he's good. Oh man, whenever Ben Simmons goes to that game and Ben Simmons goes to Philly, it's gonna be the game of the ages that everybody wants to watch, and I think he's gonna destroy Ben. Because honestly, here's the little secret that the Nets have nobody to guard Embiid.
Claxton.
Like I said, the Nets have nobody to guard Embiid. Claxton's
Sharp. I like Sharp.
Like I said, the Nets have nobody to guard Embiid. What? You just bring Sharp. Up the Sharp, the rookie Sharp? Is that what you just did?
He's a second-year guy. He's
my bad.
Risky.
Yeah, he's big. He got bigger and stronger, but you think he's going to stand up to anyway, man.
This gets 6 fouls.
Boy, I tell you.
Hey, Space brought up a good point. That's if Embiid makes it to the finals.
Oh my God, no, that's not what he said. He said if he's able to play. Why are you adding spinners? Stop your hate. You know what, man? I want to do a 10-minute intervention on why Dustin hates the Sixers so much. Let it go.
Nah,
let it go.
Nah, I Twitter Spaces is a very toxic place for Nuggets and Sixer fans when they start interacting.
This is terrible. All right, real quick, we'll just do MVP and then we'll do elongated of this on our next episode. I mean, let's do our preseason before the season MVP because this. So
Jokic 3-time.
You're fucking crazy. Rell.
Embiid.
Oh, Rell. I'm gonna surprise you. I got Anthony Davis winning MVP.
Hey, you saw the Anthony Davis threes that came out, right?
I got Anthony Davis winning MVP because honestly, it should be about fucking time, and that's where I'm at. I'm higher on the. You think I'm low on the Lakers? I think the Lakers are going to be in the 6 somewhere, 5 somewhere range.
I got a top 4
because, like, again, it's been talked about. You're crazy. I think it's been talked about, but like. The Lakers actually have NBA players on their team because, like, obviously we can bang the list home of the players that they had on the roster last year that aren't even on NBA rosters. Starting with Wayne Ellington, Avery Bradley, Dwight Howard.
Hold on.
Trevor Ariza,
Carmelo Anthony.
You can Carmelo Anthony. But here's the thing: Jesse tried to say, "Oh, it was good." Like I said, no, Jesse. Here's the thing: we're signing players who have something to prove. Everybody who we signed last year had already proven their careers. They just wanted the ring, and when shit wasn't going bad, they weren't gonna really grind. They just wanted to be carried by 2 stars for half the season. Now you got players who have to play for the NBA lives.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not even that, but they that's true. And then they actually have fucking NBA players, because like I said, none of those players are. A lot of those players that they have starters for their Kit Bazemore, who started for the Lakers a couple games, was just cut by the Sacramento Kings today.
The Queens.
We're not calling them that. You know, I respect Sacramento, especially now since Malik Monk over there.
Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out to Monk. Shout out to Jeff. Shout
out to Victor Wembanyama.
He's definitely not going to. If he goes to Sacramento, I'll lose my shit. That's hate, by the way, because I don't want Jeff to be happy in the NBA. But yeah, I just them having competent actual NBA players on the team is going to make them better, in my opinion. And I just don't know why a lot of people aren't stamping that home. They actually are going to have actual NBA players on their team. Yeah, I know their size is a little wonky, but you know, after they trade a certain point guard, they'll be a lot better off depending on when they trade.
Stop with the narrative video about shit Russ been doing for everything, because you've been retweeting stuff I didn't like. Kevin, I had to call you on the phone today and tell you about what I like. Stop spending stuff about Laker Nation. If you're gonna be in Laker Nation, don't play with us. You're not gonna spin bad narrative.
Hey, I'll spin bad narrative.
I was just about to say, so do you give the same energy to a lot of the other people that you and I both follow on Lakers Twitter, because they were posting a lot of that shit too?
I don't have time to go back and forth for everybody. I got a platform to do it right now. Stop. You retweeted that video somehow. That's just narrative.
I just posted it. I didn't even say anything. I didn't go to it.
Stop trying to.
It was narrative.
Actually. And it was one thing. Russ, dude, he's been doing that for fucking years.
And it was sent to me on Instagram by multiple people that was like, "Why didn't you post this?" And I was just like, "Because
everybody trying to make it seem like this is something new." Russ been doing that shit since last year.
Shout out to Iman. All right. So since we went long, I don't think we're gonna do millennial thoughts unless Rell, you have a really good one. You have one in the tuck? No. Mine's can wait.
Something about eating box, but I wouldn't. Let me save it.
Yeah, save it. Please don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It helped the pod go a long way. We appreciate you guys. Dustin, please tell everybody where they can find you at, man, on your podcast and your system.
Hey, to make it easy, we got a website now, fellas. It's brewswth.com. From there, it'll take you to all of our social medias, take you directly to our YouTube. You can actually watch videos on the website. And what's pretty cool about this website is there's a little microphone icon on the bottom. You can record a message on there, and we can use that on the podcast. And we currently just got done doing an episode with our friends Jesse and Vinny. Vinny is one of the head guys over there at Beer Zombies in Boulder City, and they got a new new mead that's coming out, and it's 80s. It's based off an 80s comic book. And right now, if you go to our website or on Instagram and guess what the collab is, we'll send you an empty collectible.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So if you want to partake, go over to brewswth.com, and then you can start rattling off suggestions from there.
Sick, man. I'm happy and proud of your podcast growth. You've been killing it.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for those millennials to come on, and we doing a 8-man pod.
Oh man, that's too many.
Nah, it's perfect.
Drink off, Rell, drink off.
And I heard Rell said he think he can outdrink me, so I think
Rell thinks he can outdrink any and everybody. I don't know if y'all.
There's only a few people in the world that can outdrink me, and that's Jeff. And this my homie Orlando.
Have you seen the game? Have you seen the game on Drink Champs? You ain't the game on Drink Champ. He was drinking dark and clear at the same time.
He has a problem. I like to have fun.
It was ridiculous. I was like, yo, I don't even drink, but I know you fucked up. All right. Yeah, we're those millennials and Dustin, and we're out, man. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys.